You take a giant-sized pinch of some silicates, add the right proportions of lead potassium carbonate, mix them with selected metal oxides according to knowledge gained from generations, and then place the mixture in the biggest and hottest oven ever seen outside any kitchen. In the control room, careful observations must be made to maintain correct temperatures to the molten glass. This dial reads over 1200 degrees centigrade, the temperature required. And there you have the molten mass, which almost magically, well, with the aid of machines, becomes a bottle. The fully automatic multi-mold machines, which work alongside the semi-automatic forming machines, turn out thousands of bottles every hour. Here at just one of the 3 major glass firms in the town, containers of special design or handmade to obtain the high quality demanded by the best-known houses in the perfumery and cosmetic trades. The machine has not yet been made, however, which can combine the skill and dexterity and know-how which is required in the shaping of the intricate patterns of glass tubing made to the special order of science and medicine. Here the hands of the humans are still the indispensable instruments of a trade whose products are in demand throughout the world. Another local industry which lists most of the countries of the world on its order book is that of loom making. Proud craftsmen still mold and shape the many pieces which go into the complicated process of ensuring that the warp and weft work in sweet harmony when the looms come out of the assembly shop. Supplying the power units which keep many wheels turning around the globe is the local unit of a firm of electrical motor manufacturers. This is just one of the variety of industries which have been introduced to the area in the post-war years as part of the local priority policy of providing employment opportunities of a non-mining character for the menfolk and for more than adequate reservoir of women and girls seeking work. Here at this modern factory, the nimble fingers of the girls are ideally suited to that branch of electrical engineering of which the end product, after a variety of processes, is the electric motor. But one must not be misled by the picture we have so far painted in tones of black and grey of a town in its working clothes. For when it comes to putting on her best clothes, she can compare in beauty with the best. The smoke, grime, dust and dirt of the workaday world can soon be forgotten by a visit to the Lock Park. This 40 acres of greenery was opened in 1862 as a memorial to the famous engineer Joseph Lock, whose name is linked with many engineering feats at home and abroad. While the tower which dominates the horizon was built to the memory of his wife. An acquisition on behalf of the townspeople of much later date was the country house and parkland of Cannon Hall. The house, now an art gallery and a museum, and the park and its waters are a popular rendezvous for art lovers, artisans at ease and anglers. For those who like a little more action, either a spectator or player in their off-duty hours, there is a game with a small ball which has to be hit. And the game with the bigger bouncing type of ball which has to be kicked. Barnsley's principal sporting interest, at any rate during the winter months, is the 3rd Division Association Football Club, whose home is Oakwell. Formed in 1887 under the name of Barnsley St. Peter's, the club has had its ups and downs over the ensuing years, up into the 2nd Division, but also down into the 3rd. But one day in 1912, the club was really on the upgrade, for it carried off the premier trophy in English football, the FA Cup. So this is the kaleidoscope which goes to make up this town of Barnsley. Mentioned in the Doomsday Book on 1086, called Black Barnsley by author Daniel Defoe. Made a county borough in 1913, the town now looks forward with confidence to the future. Black Barnsley, bustling Barnsley, boomtown Barnsley. Call us what you will, But whatever you care to name it, we who work and live here are happily content to call it